And that really, like, if it, like I had somebody complain about pricing. Oh, it's so expensive. You're going to raise rates again? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to raise rates again to keep up with inflation, right? My rent went up. My bills went up. I got to buy more equipment. Yeah, I have to. And so when do they perceive that value is, I think, the place where maybe you guys can kind of help us as coaches get there. That makes sense. The perceived value. And I think that we undercharge.
I agree 1,000%. Like it's crazy, and I think Thomas can attest to that. Proportionally to, of course, the country and how much I would say like the average cost of a membership can be in certain countries. Of course, like in France or Belgium or Luxembourg or wherever you are in the world, it's going to be different. But every single time, proportionally, I would say it's just crazy how all the gyms that end up charging the most always are the ones that are actually, well, doing the best. Always. And to get back on that, actually, a funny thing is like in France, we get a lot of gym owners say, "Oh yeah, but it's the US. It's not the same. They can charge like 2 times like what we charge." Yeah, because like basically like the but look at the cost of living over there. You don't get free healthcare, definitely not. You also like it's proportional, in like and regarding everything, when you basically compare the numbers, French and the US, it's kind of like the same thing at the end of the day, like proportionally. So at the end of the day, you have to increase the perceived value of the thing. And that's when all the forces you mentioned, you have marketing, you have product, you have sales, all of those, what we try to do at least is, okay, you have at least a great product. That's what you're great at working out. Good. How can we get the other two better, sales and marketing, to make sure we increase the perceived value of those so that, but also sometimes I would say that's also a good thing to talk about is some people are just scared to make the jump, I feel. Like some people, they just like, they used to charge like not a lot for unlimited or whatever, like whatever they're charging, and they just are scared of the response
Yeah.
of like the members. And I think you had a gym for a while. I reckon you had to do a couple of price increases. And what do
Yeah.
you have to say about that? Maybe like how do you go
Yeah.
about doing